Welcome, everyone. We appreciate you joining us for a little basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now here's Fox. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Fox. On the wing, Fox. 4 on the clock. Over Conley. And it's Fox missing. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot, too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
Left side, Barnes. Randall with a steal. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that dunk.
The three, Vassell. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gobert on the high post. Pass to Randall. Back to Gobert. Good D by Wembanyama.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Spurs. To the paint. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Castle for three. Oh, good D by Edwards. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Down low. Back to Wembanyama. Count it. Good.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Inside. Here's Gobert. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Randall. Here's Edwards. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Spurs trail by 3. Castle for 3. And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Outside Johnson. Here he goes. Miller pulls it in. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's Shannon. They grab their own miss. Back to Reed. It's tipped. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Cornette. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Sohan. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that one misses.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Here's Champagnie. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Pass to Reed from behind the arc. Rebounded by Champagnie. San Antonio leading. To the left side wing. Here's Sohan. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
To the middle. And it's Randall with the jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Pass to Sohan. Outside Johnson. Here's Harper. 6 to shoot. Over Dillingham. That one's wide left. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
KBA. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you, Brian.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Some changes for Minnesota. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
McDaniels with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Edwards. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Here's Wembanyama. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
San Antonio shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Fades away. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Edwards with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Wembanyama. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. There's 1:12 left in the first half. To the paint. Gobert. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Reed sets a screen. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Here's Fox, plenty of space. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Minnesota now. Here's Gobert. And he banks in the layup. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Picked by Gobert. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Now Randall. Outside Edwards. Randall on the screen. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Wembanyama down low. The big man, Wemby for 2.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
Here's Edwards. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Edwards got 6.
Now, that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
De'Aaron Fox just battling in there.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Outside Conley. Randall on the screen. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And it's Randall with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Minnesota in the lead. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Inside. Pass to Reed. Fires for three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And the Spurs with possession here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. On the take. And he goes in for the dunk.
That is just athleticism. Working against that kind of length.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Pass to Reed. Up and in on the layup. Reed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And when we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
For three, Randall sinks it from distance. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
Fox gets it to go inside.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
5 on the clock. Randall with the drive. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And here's Fox. Give him 8. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Good on both. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Cornette. Here's Harper. Clock at 6. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And looking very coachable out there. Harper ran the play effectively and got his team a look.
Here's DiVincenzo. There's the block. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
And the son of NBA champion Ron Harper, Dillon is an intriguing player. He went 2nd overall in the draft, a versatile combo guard who plays with a lot of confidence.
Count it. And the Spurs lead by 2. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
And that's the shot they were looking for, right under the hoop.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And we'll be back with you shortly. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Outside, DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. That one falls. 8 points here for Naz Reid.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Here's Sohan. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Timeout called Mitch Johnson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Spurs making a switch here. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Wembanyama screen. Fox with the ball. Picked up by Reed. From deep, Wembanyama. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
To the middle. Pass to Reed. Fires the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Miller. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Minnesota in the lead. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Here's Randall. Now Edwards. McDaniels outside. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
He thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. And San Antonio making a change here. Here's Edwards. Up top, Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama rips down the board. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Castle. We've got 1:48 left in the final quarter. Barnes outside. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And here's Minnesota now. Randall. Banks it home. Big shot.
Oh, a rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Edwards looking for an opening. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gobert. Wembanyama rips down the board. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Gobert pulls it down. And Minnesota with possession here. 4-point game.
You want Randall with the ball in his hands towards the end of these games. Prime example right there.
Here's Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Can't get it. And he commits the intentional foul. And here's Minnesota now. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good. Tipped away. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce. Well, we've got some terrific basketball in store for you tonight. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Tip-off goes to San Antonio. Barnes a screen. From behind the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Grant.
Oh, B.A., tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel. With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Outside Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And Mobley with the lay-in.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. The three from Mitchell. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite. Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Inside, kicks it out to Barnes. Gets the three to fall. Barnes has got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Fox. After Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Wembanyama screen. Kicks it out to Barnes. Drops in the 3. 9 points in the game.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Pass to Hunter. Outside Garland. Rebound by San Antonio. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Ali.
Maybe, Ed. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Guys, back to you.
They'll get there. All right, Ali, thanks for the report. Three-pointer, Fox. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 4. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Spurs lead by 4. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Three-pointer, Fox. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
And the shot is good by Garland.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
The three from Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
There's 47 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hunter can't get it to go. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes. Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Outside for Wembanyama. Off the mark there with a 3. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Mitchell. Wade. Rebound by San Antonio. The 3. No good there. And so the San Antonio Spurs up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting a lot. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
You're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Stolen. Here's Merrill. Offline with a 3. Spurs lead by 8. Now here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Now ball. To the middle. Here's Mobley. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Mobley's got 6.
Easy does it. Mobley is such a fluid athlete for his size.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster move to balance things out a little, Greg.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Snatched away. There's the 3. Merrill, that's good.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Vassell. Back to Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Offensive board. And Mobley gets it to go. Mobley's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
The 3 from Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Ball left side. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. And the second free throw is good. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot, too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Fox for 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Timeout.
And it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And San Antonio making a change here. And it's Garland on the drive. From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland again missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And when the defense retreats to the paint in transition, there is going to be an opening at the three-point line.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, B.A. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Guys, back over to you.
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. The 3 from Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
The 3 from Barnes. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
On the wing, Vassell. Fires in the triple. Vassell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Pass to Barnes. No good with the triple. A big-time effort for Harrison Barnes, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Garland feeling it out a bit. From downtown, San Antonio with a rebound. And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. Cavaliers trail by 14. Outside Mitchell. Takes a 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Cleveland again missing. San Antonio leading by 17. Back to Fox. Driving to the basket. for three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Three-pointer, Fox. The shot that time not on target.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Mitchell. This one for three. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
To the paint. Fox outside. Pass to Castle. The three ball. Tomlin pulls it in. The Cavaliers trail by 17. The three from Mitchell. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Fox for three. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
Man, you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here. Fox outside. Back to Barnes. All alone. And San Antonio again with a bucket. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Ball. There's the drive. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. Pass to Harper. The three is up. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Wade. He's guarded by Barnes. The kick out to Ball. 4-3. Rebounded by Johnson. San Antonio leading by 16. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. .107 left in the third. Driving in. Johnson on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. And the Spurs lead by 19.
And it's clear Johnson is comfortable handling more responsibility on offense. Love the confidence there. Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately. Well, he's cooking with gas right now. He's got over half of his team's points, and he's showing no signs of letting up.
Here's Wade. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Down low. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He is red hot, leading the game in scoring.
And Biyombo with the block. Pass to Barnes. Fires, high post. The three is up. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Cleveland again missing. Three-pointer. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so the San Antonio Spurs. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Harper. Pass to Sohan. Here's Harper. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
And I like that Harper isn't a one-dimensional jump shooter. He can do it with a catch and shoot like that or off the dribble. I guess you don't need two hands when one will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. Let's go with a three. Pass to Champagnie. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Merrill, that's good. Merrill's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
To the wing, right side. Off target with the three. And Cleveland has possession. And it's Mitchell, the miss. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Sohan. From deep, Harper. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Wade. From deep, Mitchell. And he gets it back. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. And finally, they hit one. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Champagnie. Drills it from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Here's Champagnie. Fires the three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Mitchell, good.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Picked up by Sohan. Champagnie shot is off. Here's Wade. And the jumper off target to finish the break.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Pass to Champagnie. Over Mitchell. Cans it from the wing. Champagnie's got 8 here in this quarter. Cleveland calls timeout. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Garland. Here's the three. Vassell with the rebound. The drive by Wembanyama. Mobley grabs the board. And here are the Cavaliers now.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Harrison Barnes.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
San Antonio with the ball. To the paint. Out to Fox. Puts up a three. And he can't get that one. Garland for three. He drops it from range.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
The three from Barnes. He's off on that one. And here comes Cleveland. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And Mitchell with the slam.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
Money from three. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Castle. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 21. Back to Garland. The three. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. And on our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Mullen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now here is Mullen. Rebound by Williams. Carter looking around. from outside, off the mark. Hill left side. And it's Hill with the jam.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power.
Yeah, I love that determination right there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Owens. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Kellogg can't get it to go. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Now here's Hardaway. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. And the bank shot is good.
Yeah, and Hardaway has a nice jumper, excellent jumper as a matter of fact, especially from the mid-range. No time wasted getting it off.
Back to Carter for 3. Alexander grabs the board. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One of the most lethal shooters in the game, Mullen. Well known for being able to fill it up and quickly.
Pass to Alexander. Outside Mullen. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Kellogg. Defended by Mullen. And the shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The shot's good from Mullen.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Seasting trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the free throw, no good. Warriors leading by 5. On the wing, Hardaway. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Mullen. Fires for 3. Again, Mullen missing. On offense, here are the Pacers. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Get that rock to Herb anywhere around the rim, and he's slamming it home.
Pass to Mullen. Puts up a deep 3. Again, Mullen missing. To the paint. Here's Kellogg. Owens with the rebound. Outside Mullen. Here's Hardaway. For the 3. Here's Owens. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to make.
Now here's Hardaway. Up again. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Hill. Hill's got his second basket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Right side, Mullen. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Mullen's got 7 points. And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Pass to McKenna. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. Down low. Here's Peterson. Rebound by Roberts. Pacers trail by 7. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And so it's Golden State with it. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Roberts has it in the corner. Lets it go from the wing to the right side. Here's Marciulionis. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pacers trail by 11. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Johnson with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And it's low, missing. Warriors leading by 11. Marciulionis, that's good. Marciulionis has got 8 points. Well, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Man, hard not to like the skill set of Sarunas Marciulionis. I mean, a versatile player who really does a little bit of everything and does it with a physical disposition.
Pacers trail by 12 to the inside. Kellogg. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Marciulionis' shot is off. Here's Kellogg. 8 points for him. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Marciulionis, that's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
They get it back. Ripped away. to the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Here is Seasting, still without a basket. And the basket is good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Marciulionis' shot is off.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
That one falls. Now just a three-point Warrior lead.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Helly. Cans it from downtown. Well, he's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Stolen. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pacers trail by 6. Here is Seasting. Inside. Here's Stepanovic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Carter outside. Back to Williams. It's rebounded by Tyrone Hill.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot game of Mullen, excellent. Tremendous confidence in that shot, as well he should have, because he's lethal.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Outside, Mullen. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Mullen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Here's Lowe. Still yet to score. Misses the three. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Mullen with the three.
That's exactly what you want to see, your big men playing big. Strong ball.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Warriors leading by 11. This one for three. And Mullen is good for three. Mullen's got 12 points in just the second half.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Pacers trail by 14. McKenna. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Launches it. Chris Mullen, and that's good. Mullen's got 22 points.
Boy, it's so much fun watching Mullen dominate like this. He's putting on an absolute scoring clinic right now.
Pass to Kelly. Count it.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Now here is Mullen. Puts up a three. And another three for Golden State.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Mullen's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
He just showed us why they need to respect his shot.
Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Warriors leading by 12. Left side, Mullen. Over Carter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Seasting. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, team. Well, the game is going global. Players Association president and sharpshooter C.J. McCollum said, with all the NBA players who weren't born in the United States, we're attracting fans from those places, and it's going to make our game better. And that's what we want at the end of the day. Guys?
Well, he scored over half their points so far. Just an unbelievable.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Pacers trailed by 15. Pass to Kelly. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Lots of room. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. And here is Hill. The fadeaway. The shot's good from Mullen. Mullen's got 30 points. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
To the inside. Here's Lowry. Missed inside. Outside, Mullen. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 15. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Marciulionis. Tries it from 19. Kellogg pulls it in. Ring shot on the way. Caldwell can't hit.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Marciulionis' shot is off. Out on his own on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's the break. The shot's good from Kellogg.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Here's Marciulionis. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Pacers head coach was saying to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Marciulionis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
He takes it in. Carter pulls it in. Pacers trailed by 12. Indiana moving the ball around. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Oh, softly lays it in.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
Fires the three. No good there. Warriors leading by 14. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it misses. For three. Here is Seasting. Clock at 6. Now Johnson. Oh, what a play inside.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here he goes. Got it to go off the glass.
Timeout. And Sarunas Marciulionis is a crafty player. Strong, physical, smart, really good at slashing to the rim and finishing.
Down it goes.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Williams comes with a double team. Here's Askew. From deep. Another chance. He gets the bucket on the way-in.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions. That is good offense, unselfish play.
It's Lowry. Now Carter. It's intercepted.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all of the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watch them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
Doesn't get that one. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Lowry fires. No good from three. So it's the Warriors now. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. That one is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Got a hand on it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here.